and this is looking to be a bit more of a shutdown than the previous map so far.
Nice rail. They're bringing her up to 33%. Gunner?
Kind of eating my words here because now Jovire's focusing on the red and ignoring the mega, and it's definitely hard to get, you know, with the little timing offset to run both on this map. But yeah, he's struggling to get that control of the mega and the red.
Well, he has landed quite a bit of damage against Decoy, which might be his way back in. Decoy doing the risky, we saw this on DM13 so many times, really risky rocket jumps. He'll be here for another 6 seconds if he waits it out. Jovire's like, red? Red? Really? I get the red? So the tables have turned, folks. And it's time for Jovire to rack up the frags as he has the stack. Can he travel to the back of the map quick enough? Because we know that Decoy only has one yellow armor, and it just got shaved off right there. 100 for Jovire. Can he get... Oh, didn't have the railgun out. Didn't go for the peek shot at the exit. Mega is up, and Jovire is going to hop in on it, trying to dodge the nades. A little bit of a maneuver there. Decoy, though, got the red. I really think that Jovire needs to lock down the items, and I think he's kind of surprised that, you know, hey, stuff is up. And being the last guy to get the red, I'm just really surprised that he didn't try to do any damage to keep Decoy from getting a clean 100. So, 100 and 135 is the stack for Decoy at the start of that fight, shaved off to 80-80. Back over to Jovire, who's got 124 and just 14 armor. Red is up, looking for a rocket jump. Rail. Oh, really? Holy crap. A little bit of pink spike. And we just lost Jahar's audio. We can hear him just barely.
No, I'm sorry. I was just, yeah. But yeah, it looks like Jovire had a bit of a ping issue there.
Yeah, he did.
That doesn't bode well.
Yeah, that's about a 4 second delay.
Then he started speaking in Swahili.
Especially when, you know, I mean, that was red armor to be shot at. And obviously did not go his way. He didn't die, though, so at least that's a good thing. Decoy now with a full 200 armor and 120 health. Keeping that perfect armor. Oh, here comes 200. Decoy is like, oh, rockets. Oh, Mega. Where have you been all my life? Low scoring game, though, so Jovire could still get back in on this. Let's go watch from his point of view.
That was definitely bad. He lost out on Mega and Red, basically because of that delay. So, and lost timing. I think he was just.
And he doesn't know where Decoy is either. He really doesn't know.
Well, now he does, and he's going to be backing out of this room. Thankfully, he's going to be backing right into a 50 health pickup. But he needs... Exactly. He needs the rails to kind of, you know, burgeon this along, and he's really not getting it. And by standing around and trying to get those shots, he's letting Decoy get away with an awful lot here. And so now he's going to be eating a lot of that damage. And again, Jovire looking to do a rail shot when he's got, what, 23 health? All right, there we go.
Well, there's one more map if this ends up going Decoy's way, so maybe the urgency isn't, you know, it's not as bad for Jovire right now, but he's lucky to only have a 3 frag deficit right now. I mean, it could be a lot worse, really. It's relatively close, given what Decoy's been doing.
Yeah, it's very easy to come back from, except for when you eat face rockets like that, putting you down. Holy shit, what a way to exit that fight. And that actually saved his life, ladies and gentlemen. And he hits the rail. That's the first one, I think. Finally, 16% rail. Yay! And, oh, shit, he didn't have his railgun out. Oh, well. So, time is ticking away.
That was bad news for Decoy. I mean, pretty much equal stack. Well,
ooh, nice. Oh, look at him with his wee little boots. There we go.
Oh,
that's how you use the railgun.
That, I believe, is going to be nearly a game-sealing moment right there. I mean, look at this. Decoy, full stack, full control. And, you know, you were saying earlier how Jovire was looking a little uncomfortable at times, but Decoy has been completely just within his zone during the entire match. I mean, he's not looked flustered in his play, in his movement, in his aim at all. Even with a lot of these kind of gratuitous rocket jumps, he's not doing too bad here.
And apparently,
it could be
everyone's
similar
a
to
fan
Chance.
of- Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, like you were saying, Chance is kind of an on and off player, and Decoy looked off definitely on that first map, and maybe he's warmed up to Jovire's style and stuff, but yeah, it's not looking too good for Jovire, and I think
Railgun.
the next map may go Decoy's way.
Railgun.
Sorry,
You know?
Railgun. Railgun.
I gotta say it. Railgun. I mean, look at it. He's hitting a
Railgun.
40%, and it was actually at like 45% just a moment ago. So clearly, it's been a nice addition to Decoy's arsenal. Jovire, on the other hand, barely using the rail and only hitting 1 or 2 shots that only softened the stack of his opponent. Not going to get on the board, I don't think, in the final seconds here. Decoy plays pretty well. Kind of sloppy on the timings periodically, though. And I really think that could be a bit of an issue as we head off to T7 as the tiebreaker between these two. So, Railgun will still be in play. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on.
6 health.
5-0.
1 health.
Nice. That's an overkill. There we go. Hey,
Perfect.
7-0. So, we have ourselves tied maps 1 for 1. DM13
Yes.
going to Jovire and ZTN going to Decoy. And to be honest, I think T7 is going to be kind of interesting. But the Railgun and Lightning Gun will still be enormous weapons that need to be played strongly by the... I think he who plays those stronger will win. My favorite thing to see is the famous rocket to rail combo, especially by the player that might not be in position for, say, this red armor, but looks down, fires a rocket at the red armor. It connects as the pickup happens, negating that armor, and then follow it up with the railgun as you exit the room, and boom, you've done 180 damage potentially, and that's happy time. So I want to see more happy time. Let's do a quick little tour of the map as we have a few seconds. All right. Mega health spawning on this little tiny platform here. Jovire needs a second. That works out well for me. Red armor. Red armor. I see red, and I'm like, hey, red. A rocket launcher spawns here. Going up this jump pad in the back will take you to the lightning gun, and this, I think, is strangely enough one of the most important weapons to have next to... I mean, honestly, like, okay, yeah, you can get a rail and do pretty well, but you can only do well usually from afar. On the other hand, if you have lightning gun, there are so many places on this map where the lightning gun just barely kisses, and you're still in a good position to be defensive. So, like, here around this pillar, for example. So it's really important to have. This teleporter takes you up right next to the mega health, and if I go over here and cross the map, this sort of hallway splits the map in two. And this, of course, is where the red armor spawns on this little tiny broken platform. There's another rocket launcher atop this jump pad, although you very rarely see players go back for that, as you can do a nice little circle jump from here to there. So why go up a jump pad that's slow as crap when you don't have to? Over here, you've got the railgun in the back and a yellow armor on this little stepped up platform. You can do a circle jump up to grab it from here. So this teleporter takes you up to the top of this room, and I think that's about it for tours. We are live.
Indeed we are. Decoy getting that first LG, and I'm becoming more and more appreciative of having an LG in the early portions of this fight. I mean, one of the things I really love about T9 is that it's less about running the map and more about the give and take between the timings of the items and the positioning and how far away they are from each other and all of that. But right now, Decoy looking for first mega health and a second red armor, and he gets it. Jovire, again, his rail's a little bit squiffy tonight, but he does nail one off, making it so that Decoy does not get that red armor completely free of charge. Yes, squiffy, it's a word.
Squiffy. I think it's squiffy that squiffy is a word. Okay. So, Jovire, I think, doing the smart thing here, trying to back out of the fight because he doesn't have a rocket launcher. And